The night my mother died, the world didn't stop. Cars still passed outside the hospital window. Nurses still whispered in the hallway. Someone in the waiting room laughed at a video on their phone. But my world ended at 2:17 a.m. I went home with her scarf wrapped around my wrist because it still smelled like her perfume. I didn't know what to do with the silence in the house. Every corner felt haunted by ordinary things. Her coffee mug in the sink, her half-folded laundry, the voicemail she left me that morning saying, "Call me when you wake up, sweetheart." 3 days later, I couldn't breathe under the weight of it. So I opened my phone. I didn't plan to go viral. I didn't even plan to post. I just recorded myself sitting on my bedroom floor, mascara smudged, eyes swollen. I said, "No one talks about how quiet it is after someone dies. It's not dramatic. It's just empty." I pressed upload. I thought maybe 5 friends would see it. By morning, 5 million people had. My phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Notifications stacked like falling dominoes. "Stay strong. You're so brave. I lost my mom too. Sending love from Texas." This made me cry. Strangers were stitching my pain into their own stories. News pages reposted my video. Hashtags with my name started trending. Someone even made a slowed-down version with sad music in the background. I was grieving in my pajamas while the internet turned it into content. At first it felt comforting. The comments wrapped around me like a digital hug. I wasn't alone. People understood. But then came the other side. "Why would you post this for attention? Some things should stay private. She's monetizing her mom's death." I read every comment at 3 a.m., the blue light burning into my eyes. I started questioning myself. Had I turned my mother's memory into something public? Was I exploiting my own heartbreak? Brands started emailing. A podcast invited me to share my journey. A morning show producer wanted an interview about coping with loss in the digital age. I hadn't even planned the funeral yet. One afternoon, I visited my mom's favorite park. I sat on a bench, phone in my pocket for once. No filming, no updates. Just me and the wind moving through the trees. For the first time since she passed, I cried without thinking about how it looked. That's when I realized something. The video wasn't wrong. My grief wasn't wrong. Sharing it wasn't wrong. But healing couldn't happen in the comments section. So I posted one last update. "I'm grateful this connected us," I said. "But I'm going to step back now. Some parts of grief need to be quiet." The internet moved on within days. Another story trended. Another heartbreak filled the feed. But mine stayed. Grief didn't shrink when the views slowed down. It didn't disappear when the hashtags faded. It became softer, slower, more private. Now sometimes I rewatch that first video, not to count the likes, but to remember that in my darkest moment, I reached out instead of shutting down. Going viral didn't heal me, but it reminded me that behind every screen is someone carrying their own invisible loss. And sometimes, even in a world that scrolls too fast, sadness can still connect us if we let it breathe beyond the spotlight.